Hello everyone, welcome to GW Pro Trading. It's Wayne Michael here, and in today I want to share with you market update on USDJPY. If you're new to this channel, I recommend that you subscribe and also smash on the notification bell on this channel so you'll be getting information whenever I post content such as this one. Alright, I want to share with you market update on USDJPY as well, and also want to share with you what areas I want to start looking for buying opportunities. All right, so I'm going to be sharing with you what also is happening and what also could happen, and then I'm going to be sharing with you point of entry as when I want to take my next trade decision as well. All right, so I'll go over to seeing what is also happening in the market, and then let's go try and break it down into simpler forms, and then we could also understand it. Right, so we have it that market is currently testing a very important area. This area here was far back 2018. We had this area tested October 2018. All right, so we had a very huge resistance right here, also structure here, and we have price back into testing this area. However, I want to see a possibility that price could also make a little uprise. All right, but that's going to be at the end of this contraction here that could also happen before the next one could also move to the upside. All right, so from this point here, I'm expecting that market could also further continue downside in order to correct a little bit to also test possibly this key environment here, which was previous resistance here, could also turn support. Then we can also see price then make another leg to the upside. However, this push to the upside here is an impulsive one, and I expect it to still continue further upside into, say, high areas, say up to 116,200 territory. All right, so haven't gotten into a trade back then, and also bagged all this profit around the 112,500, which we also wanted to take as well. We're looking for the next available opportunity to also get into the trade with USDJPY. We did get into some trades on Tuesday, and we also moved about 50 pips, which I also closed some of these positions, which I regularly do. So I've closed 50% of my position, and I'm on risk free on USDJPY. All right, so heading into the next trading day, Thursday, I want to share with you also update on what is happening and then when I look to hop up on the trade. All right, so what is going on right now is what we've seen after the breakout, which we also took that trade at the breakout. We hopped up on the trade around 112,500. All right, that was our target. 112,500 was our target, which we wanted to hop off around this zone here. So price having corrected, moved up, we then found another entry point with this structure, and then that went back up. All right, so whatever is happening here, I think there is a change in structure, there is a change in formation. All right, so I'm going to share with you also the change in the formation, or the current formation right now. I'm going to share with you this one. All right, so what is going on here is that we have what could also have been a possible corrective wave. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and change this. I'm going to go ahead, take this out. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead, take this out. I'm not going to, all right, I'm going to take this out. Okay, and then I'm going to change the color for this one here. I'm going to put up this. So what we have here, we have a possible ABC. All right, we have a possible impulse correction, and then the next impulse to downside. All right, that's a very clean impulse, okay, or corrective wave. All right, so we have impulse, correction, and then impulse that completed. However, this also formed a wave A. All right, so we're looking at this move was created here, which should have been a breakout of this structure to then continue price moving upside. However, this move here failed and then created this drop to downside. All right, so during my pre-market analysis, I also pointed out that I want to see market reverse. Okay, I want to see market reverse and then correct of some sort into this territory before we can then look for the next short opportunity. However, that was what we wanted to do in the week when we had price trading instead of the support area. Also, we did go in on a long trade around this point here on Tuesday. We did go on a long trade on Tuesday. All right, at the break of this structure here, and then we rose upside. All right, it was upside, but however, I want to share with you that price have met with strong resistance. Okay, so price have met with strong resistance, double top, and I want to point it out to you that there could also be a greater chance that price could also further continue to slide. All right, having failed to make upside here, having failed to make upside once, twice, and drop back into the support. This support is getting weaker. All right, so the more times market test is support, the more time market test bounce on a support makes it weaker. All right, it doesn't make it stronger, it makes it weaker because um, possibly bulls inside of this territory um, could have decided to walk away. All right, so I'm expecting that market could also take a discount before the next push to the upside. So what I'm looking at the possibility of happening here, I'm looking at a possibility that price could also further continue downward from this supply here. So whatever is happening here, there is a huge supply inside of this territory. All right, there's a huge supply. We had what could also be a corrective wave here, which should have completed this drop, and then the next one should have also continued upside. All right. So what is going on here, guys? I think there is supply coming into the market. I think there's supply coming to the market, and we need to see that whatever supply coming in here needs to be taken out. All right, it needs to be taken out by a very strong momentum. All right, but however, looking at setups in the market or technical analysis now, whatever we have at the moment, we don't have that momentum coming into play until we have NFP. Right, until NFP sets in, that's when we have the next momentum. And looking at DXY, also comparing DXY right now, I'm saying that from the start of the week, we've had DXY moving more in a downward channel. All right, we have DXY moving more in a downward channel, such as this one here, and it could also be a corrective wave because it looks more of corrective to me. However, I want to see price move up to 97,800 territory, all right, as my final target, which I also pointed out during my pre-market analysis. I want to see price move into the zone. But however, from this time on, we've seen that price have not yet shown readiness from the DXY to then move until price shows that. We could also have it that price could also continue in that format, and then price could also slide down. However, what I'm going to be doing with this one here, I'm going to be taking a very good look at this one here during the next session, right? And I'm not going to be risking much on that trade, all right, because I've already bagged 50% profit from my overall trades. Okay, so I'm going to watch out and then see if this structure here fails to be a correction, all right, or a contraction of this impulse here, a correction here, and then price will move to the upside. However, if price could fail one more time inside of this territory and then continue to drop, I will be ready to hop off on that trade and then expect that DXY could also continue further going down, and that should also reflect on USDJPY. All right, that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, and I could also expect that market could also take a discount, because here what I'm expecting to see of price, I'm expecting to see of price to complete a running flat. All right, so having tested and then broken just slightly below price territory of A, I could expect that that could also be in play, and we might also see price move in that format before then we could look for what could also be a possible explosion to the upside, and then we can continue riding that to the upside. All right, so if you like this prediction, like, share with friends, and also subscribe to this channel. That's the best thank you, and it will also help in the creation of more videos such as this one. See you next time. I love you.